Hi, Storage King 221 here. If you've seen my video of my book idea number 1, which I believe has 0 views right now, but if you haven't, go ahead and watch it, and then you'll be up to speed, but if you haven't, fine. Anyway, so I took that idea and kind of revised it in a way, so that instead of having all this complicated mess, it's set in right here with just a single superhero who's an alien, kind of like Superman, but different. Basically Superman, but if you all publish, I'll have the book and I'll read you the chapters and whatnot, and let you see what you think and whatnot. So this is the outline of my superhero. He can lift 10 quintillion tons. That's 24 zeros. He can bench press 35 quintillion tons and can leg press 50 quintillion tons. I better stop here. And let me just explain. This is at his best. Is perfected form and most powerful form. That way you're not thinking, man, he's a pretty tough 13, 14, 15-year-old. This is at his best. He's training, and he's building up. He's still very powerful, but this is at his prime, just so you know. He's learned many martial arts, including judo, boxing, kickboxing, kung fu, wrestling, fencing, taekwondo, ninjutsu, and fumochi, a martial art from his home planet where you're using your inner power and the elements around you to make powerful bursts of energy. Basically, kind of like a Hadouken, but on steroids. He can run up to 120,000 miles per second, only 65,000 miles per second under the speed of light. He is a genius and received his GED at 10 and has an IQ of over 190. He needs no oxygen, so he can survive in the vacuum of space. He can turn into a shadow, but this drains his energy quicker than his other attacks. And he can slow down and even stop time, but this drains his energy almost instantly. He has studied and mastered many sciences, including physics, chemistry, mathematics, and psychology. He is a good shot and isn't afraid to use firearms if they're needed. He is a master of strategy and can best most of his enemy's fighting styles in the first minute of the fight. And he can also cause electric tornadoes if you've ever played the infamous games, like where you bring down the electric storm, basically like that. That also drains his powers very quickly, but not as quickly as turning into a shadow or slowing down time. His weapons, he has used some kind of like the Doom guy, except he uses more of a utility belt in a way, instead of a backpack. He carries a Beretta handgun, which carries 15 rounds in a clip. He carries the Komoki, a powerful machete-sized sword that uses the powers of fumochi. This is his most used weapon. He carries the Fomaki, a shorter version of the Komaki. He carries tear gas, flashbangs, and regular hand grenades. He carries shurikens and lockpicks. And finally, he carries an Olympian shotgun. His weaknesses. Most important fact about this man, he seems all-powerful like a god, but he still has his weak points. While his bones are harder to break, he is still as fragile as a human. He falls from above 3,000 feet, can break bones. Anything from 2,999 feet and below, if he falls from that distance, he's fine. But 3,000 and up, it's going to break some bones or even kill him. He isn't exactly bulletproof. He could take a quick little handgun shot to the chest, but anything more powerful or more repeatedly done will kill him. He only has so much energy that drains as he uses high-powered attacks. It regenerates, but slowly. So he has to choose when he should use his more powerful attacks during a fight. So he's not in the middle of a fight with all his power stricken from him. And his parents, before they sent him on the rocket, implanted a device in his brain so that his true powers could be turned on and off. They were set off during his first years coming to Earth so that he would be brought up as a human, and because if he had all this power and didn't reside with humans and didn't adapt to them, he could just go all Rambo and destroy all of them. And so if his enemies found out about this, they could take advantage of this and hack into his chip and shut down his most powerful attacks and leave him just a young kid with a bunch of martial arts. Well, that was my superhero. If you have any suggestions for a weakness or a power or a weapon or a skill, leave it in the comments. If you have any ideas, thoughts about what he's doing now, leave it down there. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. This has been Storage King 221.